New at noon, a wet beginning for our week, and it's another early start for the Atlantic hurricane season. And Europe starts to reopen as they hope tourists will return.
This is News 3 Now at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. The National Hurricane Center is warning that life-threatening surf and rip currents will spread along the U.S. East Coast beaches in the days ahead as Tropical Storm Arthur kicks up ocean swells offshore. The storm is about 50 miles offshore from North Carolina's Outer Banks. Arthur has not strengthened any since Sunday afternoon and still has 45-mile-per-hour sustained winds. It's expected to bring 1 to 3 inches of rain to the coastal areas. And that's not much more than we got this weekend. Chris Reese over in the Weather Center, a wet Sunday.
Yeah, indeed a wet Sunday. Some areas got double that mark. In fact, we've had reports of as much as 7 inches of rain across parts of Wisconsin really just through yesterday, and there's more rain to come. Now, here's the overall system, and I'm going to do some drawing here. One of the things you'll notice is that there's this big pull of moisture coming in from the south, but then you see a pull of moisture coming in from the east. That's as the area of low pressure continues to send winds in a counterclockwise direction. Well, that area of low pressure is going to be moving southward as we go through today. So eventually, what you see going across Lake Michigan here will pump its way into southern Wisconsin as we head into tonight. We're keeping those rain chances around, folks. In the meantime, Doppler track gives you the false illusion that things are dry here in south central Wisconsin. But here's our tower camera right now, and we are still seeing rain falling outside all throughout the Madison area. That's kept temperatures on a chillier note as well. It's 53 degrees, and if it being cool and wet was not enough, it is windy as well. Sustained winds out of the east and northeast at 18 miles per hour. Janesville's managed to make it to 55. Good for them. Basketball at 57. We're still going to see these temperatures top out about where they are. We may warm up another couple degrees as we go throughout the day, but folks, get used to those rain chances. They're going to be sticking with us until we go through tomorrow morning.
All right. Keep the umbrella handy. Thank you, Chris. We'll see you in a few minutes. Governor Tony Evers announced this morning a $75 million fund to help small businesses as part of the Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation's We're All Into initiative that was established to help local businesses bounce back while maintaining safe environments amid the COVID-19 pandemic. A critical section of the nation's economic engine is returning to work today with new safety protocols in place. The big 3 major automakers, Fiat Chrysler, GM, and Ford, reopened their plants today. At Ford, workers will be required to wear face shields and safety goggles, among other precautions. In Texas, reopening plans are moving ahead, even as the state's reported its highest single-day increase in more than 1,800 cases on Saturday. 700 of those were tied to increased testing at meatpacking plants. And while countries around the world work to reopen their economies, many European cities are in a race to save summer vacations. CBS's Gwen Baumgartner reports.
Tourist hotspots turned into ghost towns as countries went into lockdown. But now, with restrictions lifting, European capitals are working to salvage the tourism season.
First time the Acropolis reopened, we say, okay, let's go.
Let's go. Ancient Greece showcased some modern additions with signs promoting social distancing. Landmarks reopened to the public today, but limited the number of visitors. Churches in Italy are also reopening, including St. Peter's Basilica. Pope Francis led the first public mass in 2 months. Worshippers wore masks and had their temperatures checked at the door. Last year, neighboring France saw 90 million foreign tourists. Now its borders are shut down, along with entrances to the Louvre and Eiffel Tower. The French government has pledged a $19 billion bailout to its struggling tourism sector and is encouraging residents to plan staycations in the coming months. In the UK, royal landmarks remain closed, but Buckingham Palace and Windsor Castle are offering virtual tours until they can safely reopen. For many countries, travel bans will remain in place until June. At that time, some governments will allow travel between other European nations in time for summer vacations. Gwen Baumgartner, CBS News, London.
Canadian officials now confirm one person is dead and another injured after a jet crashes during a pandemic air show. We want to warn you, some may find the footage disturbing. Cell phone video captures the moment two jets from Canada's Snowbirds team fly together into the distance. Watch as one of the plane peels off and crashes to the ground. A public affairs captain on board died. The pilot of the aircraft managed to eject from the plane and is being treated for injuries that are said to be non-life-threatening. No one on the ground was seriously hurt. U.S. officials have found a link between the deadly attack at a military base in Florida last December and al-Qaeda. The FBI says the gunman at the Pensacola facility was meticulous in his planning and had been radicalized overseas for at least 5 years. The gunman was killed by a sheriff's deputy during the rampage at a classroom building where he had been undergoing flight training. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is searching for information about the theft that left the Fort Atkinson sign on Highway 26 damaged. In a Facebook post, officials say the wooden letters from the Fort Atkinson sign south of the city were stolen sometime over the weekend. Police say the theft was likely meant as a prank. If the letters are returned to the scene, those involved will face less serious consequences. That's according to the sheriff. And there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. I'm next. Howard's working on ribs in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
If you're confused by which pork ribs to buy when you're at the market, that'll all be cleared up today.
Wouldn't it be nice to not have to deal with your messy gutters anymore? Leave that nasty chore in the rearview mirror with a new Leaf Guard gutter system. Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. My team would love to show you how Leaf Guard's patented design keeps leaves and debris out so you can give up cleaning your gutters forever. And now is the best time to get Leaf Guard. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and a $100 Visa gift card with your purchase. Call now to set up a free estimate.
Hospitality is not just a word at Bishop's Bay Country Club. It's our way of life.
So every day we strive for perfection.
Memories are made here.
And not forgotten.
Come and experience why Bishop's Bay Country Club is the premier country club in the Madison area.
So, what's the plan?
You jump in there, the drought ends, and then the crops grow.
Okay, what if instead we just built something that would get the water from the river down to the fields, like with tubes or something?
Well, everybody walked all the way up here, so...
Go on, get on with it!
In you go.
No, you're right.
Eventually, somebody realizes there's a better way to do things, like a mobile service with the fastest overall speeds. Now with 5G, it's a better way to mobile. It's Spectrum Mobile.
We're back!
We got our to-go food! Oh, good! What a treat after a long week and no cleanup!
When you can't dine in, then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, presented by Kesnick's. Food service design, equipment, and supplies.
I guess there is still cleanup to do.
Has always been there for me. 46 years. But now it's my turn to take care of the love of my life. I know a Grace will help me take the very best care of her.
Just call. A Grace will help.
Every summer, we get all sorts of questions from you asking if we can explain the difference between all the different types of pork ribs that we see in the market. So to help clarify this, let me show you some of the most popular ones. These are baby back ribs. They're called baby back not because they come from baby pigs, but because they're the shortest of all ribs. They're also easy to recognize by their curved bones. They're the sweetest and the most tender and leanest of all ribs. Over here are spare ribs. As you can see, they're larger and the bone is much straighter and flatter. They have a higher bone-to-meat ratio and the meat is much more marbled, which gives them lots of flavor. Next is what is known as St. Louis or Kansas City ribs. They're simply spare ribs where what is called the flap and the tip are removed, making the slab rectangular. And to get us started, we have a recipe that I know you'll love. They're simply baby back ribs that are slow roasted with a Texas-style rub. And when they're fork tender, you slather them with barbecue sauce. So if you like ribs that are so tender, they practically fall off the bone, you're gonna wanna go online and get the recipe for our Texas two-step ribs. And while you're there, make sure you check out our entire collection of rib recipes. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a super tender way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Nice hat, Howard. A damp start to the week, but Chris Reese says there is hope. Later on this week, our first warn forecast coming up.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
TSR Concrete Coatings is the nation's largest residential concrete coating company, proudly serving homeowners throughout Wisconsin. Our coatings are 4 times stronger than regular epoxy and won't chip, crack, or peel. They're impact resistant and UV stable. Our unique process begins with a base coat to seal cracks and level the surface, then flakes in the color pattern of your choice. A top coat is applied for a durable, finished floor that can be installed in as little as 1 day. Act now to save 15% on your concrete coating project. Ask about 12 months, same as cash financing. TSR Nation is growing by the day with satisfied customers throughout Wisconsin, and we want you to be a part of it. As a special bonus, call during this program and receive a free TSR swag pack with your concrete coating project. Call 1-800-886-8411. That's 1-800-886-8411.
Don't miss the Smith Brothers Factory Authorized Sale on now. Select from many styles on our showroom floor or custom order the Amish crafted sofa just right for you.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture.
At Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
Patty's back on Tuesday morning, and she'll be bringing some good news about our rising temperatures.
And we'll tell you how some professional photographers are thinking outside the box when it comes to documenting this historic time.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7.
At News 3 Now and Channel 3000, we're committed to providing you with information that is accurate and up to date.
We'll bring you breaking news alerts and everything you need to know to keep you and your family safe.
News 3 Now, your local coronavirus headquarters. The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's been a good day so far on Wall Street. CBS's Money Watch correspondent Diane King Hall explains there's optimism about the end to the pandemic.
Progress on a potential vaccine for the coronavirus fueled a massive rally on Wall Street. Shares of companies that benefit the most from a broader reopening of the U.S. economy gained ground. Delta, United, and American Airlines all soared. Moderna says a phase 1 trial for its corona vaccine candidate showed positive results. The company says its human trial demonstrated production of antibodies in all 45 participants. Moderna says the vaccine appears to be safe and well tolerated by participants. And about face by Kroger after initially pulling bonuses for frontline workers. Now the nation's largest grocery chain says it will continue the extra pay through mid-June. The chain faced blowback after announcing plans to end its hero pay, which provided an extra $2 an hour to key workers beginning in March. The new payment will come in 2 installments. Frontline workers will receive a total of $200 or $400 depending on their position. Summer travel plans might be canceled, but summer vacation lives on in the backyard. Furniture and home goods retailers are reporting more sales of outdoor furniture and grills, even hot tubs and pools, as people plan summertime staycations. Overstock.com says the sales increase began in March and has since exploded, especially post-stimulus check payout. And that's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. I'm Diane King Hall.
Diane, thank you. Let's check Wall Street at the noon hour. The Dow Industrials up 834 points. The NASDAQ up 204. The S&P 500 up 86. Q106 Farm Dr. Pat Miyake is out of the radio barn today, so here are your farm numbers. Chris is here now with a look at your wet forecast.
That's right, Mark, and things have been wet as we've gone through the past 48 hours. Well, really even the past 36 hours. The rain really started to pick up yesterday morning, and it just rained all day long on Sunday. You look at the numbers, and it gets impressive. Belgium, this is over just north of Milwaukee, recorded 7 inches of rainfall, and it's still raining there. That was as of this morning. We haven't gotten any additional updates from them just yet. Sheboygan had 5 inches of rain. Cottage Grove just reported a little over 4 inches of rain, 3.3 inches of rain as you work your way towards McFarland. More than 3 inches of rain in Sun Prairie as well. Madison was one of the relatively drier spots, coming in at 2.04 inches. But a lot of the heaviest rain, folks, that fell over towards the lake shore. That's the reason that they have flood warnings in effect right now for the high water that's causing some issues there. And it's possible that that could be exacerbated a little bit as we move into tomorrow because there's more rain to come. I'll discuss that in a bit more detail in just a second. But in the meantime, this is what it looks like right now. We're still seeing the water fall out of the sky right here in Madison. We're still seeing the showers. They've been sticking around all morning, even though they're not showing up on Doppler track. What this means is that the moisture is very low to the ground. So when that radar beam goes out, due to the curvature of the earth, it actually gets a little bit higher in the sky. So eventually there becomes a point where the moisture is too low to be picked up on radar. That's why it's been raining all day, but you're not seeing it. I want to show you this right now. We're seeing a lot of the moisture stream up out of the south over Michigan. Then you work your way just towards the north, and we're starting to see where some of this curves out of Michigan over back towards the Fox River Valley in northeastern Wisconsin. This area of low pressure is actually gradually going to be pushing towards the south a little bit as we go through today. And what that's going to do is that's going to take that fetch of moisture and bring that right into southern and south central Wisconsin. This is the reason we have more rain chances in that forecast tonight. They don't truly wind down until we head into tomorrow. 53 is our temperature right now. It is windy too, with those winds out of the east and northeast at 18 miles per hour. 55 in Janesville, 50 in the Dells, and we're finally starting to see temperatures that are no longer stuck in the 40s for us. But let's put things into motion and show you how things are going to go. Typically our weather comes from the west. Tonight our weather is going to be coming from the east. We're going to be paying attention to Lake Michigan. This is 7:30. Watch the moisture begin to roll in off the lake and bring more chances for scattered showers throughout the overnight hours and into tomorrow. This is tonight at 11. By the time we get you towards the early morning hours tomorrow, we'll start to see things calm down for us, and then by 5:30, there's a chance that the clouds could clear right on out and allow us to see at least a sunset before things are all said and done for us. But before all of this is out of here, we're still picking up anywhere from about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain in spots to 1/2 inch to 2 inches of rain as you work your way right along that lake shore once again. So we're going to be paying attention to the high water potential there. But then it's all about the sunshine. We will see more in the way of sunshine as we head into Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Temperatures have that chance to make it back into the low 80s by the time we get you towards Saturday. Right now, the best chances for rain return to the forecast Saturday night through your Memorial Day weekend. But I will say this. None of it looks to be a washout right now. It's kind of that summertime thing where it's warm and humid in the day, and then you get that thunderstorm in the afternoon, and then you wash your hands, rinse, and repeat the next day.
Absolutely. Big change coming up. That's
Absolutely.
For sure. All right, Chris, thank you. It is a little damp out there today, but it won't be long before we're out in the backyard garden. Linda Barch from the Bruce Company will be taking your plant questions at 270-9933 when we come back.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
My mom was a bank teller, but her hands were so crippled by arthritis she could no longer do her job. She applied for Social Security disability benefits. Like most people, my mom was denied. I'm attorney Don Becker. Don't be embarrassed and don't give up. My mom appealed. You can too. Disability law is all we do.
Call the Becker Law Office, 1-800-254-7766.
The time is right to do something nice for your home. Why not replace your gutters with LeafGuard, the only gutter system that has earned the Good Housekeeping seal of approval? Hi, I'm Andrew Larson, owner of Larson Home Services. LeafGuard's patented one-piece seamless design keeps leaves and debris out, which means no more clogs, guaranteed. LeafGuard carries a lifetime warranty, so your home's foundation will be protected forever, and our customers couldn't be happier.
They're the best. I don't have to worry about the gutters getting clogged up with the seeds, the branches, the dirt, the roof sheddings, and it's just one less worry for me.
And right now, save big on your new LeafGuard brand gutter system and get some incredible extras. Order now and get free installation labor, free financing for 12 months, and call before this program is over and get a $100 Visa gift card with your new LeafGuard gutter system. Call now to schedule your free estimate.
Comfort Services, buy one air conditioner and get one gas furnace for only $1,000. BOGOs are back, and it's a beautiful thing.
Do you know the secret to having the perfect lawn? Maple Leaf Landscaping does. With their 6-step turf care program, you can have a beautiful lawn all season long. Check their website for special discounts and leave the yard work to Maple Leaf, your year-round property care experts.
Linda Barch from the Bruce Company is here taking your calls at 270-9933. Hello, Linda.
Hi, Mark.
We got all 4 lines buzzing, so let's get right to it. We'll start with Janelle in Blanchardville. Hi, Janelle.
Hi.
What's
My question is about the lilies. That 29-degree temperature pretty much froze everything, and now it looks like rotten lettuce. Will the lily bulb start again?
That's unfortunate. You must be out in the country where it's quite cold because nothing was much damaged here. I think that the lilies might be able to regenerate. I think it was probably early enough on, but you might have lost them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, let's go to Diane in Waterloo. Hi, Diane.
Hi, my question is, I've got a maple tree that I need a limb trimmed out of it. It's about maybe an 8-inch at the most diameter. Is it too late in the year to do that?
No, maples you can prune. It's oaks that you have to be very sensitive to when you do pruning on them because of oak wilt. But a maple you could still do now, and since the leaves are out, you're not going to get a lot of sap though. So it would be fine to cut that at this time.
All right. Let's go to Mary in Beloit. Hi, Mary.
Hi. Last year I planted kale for the first time, and I had a bumper crop. I didn't get all the stems pulled out, and some of them came back this year, so I'm wondering if it's biannual. But anyway, this year the stalks are taller, and they have flowers on the top, and I'm wondering, should I cut the upper part of that stem off so the leaves will flourish more?
I would do that. I would taste the leaves and see what they taste like before you expend a lot of energy on this, because they may be quite bitter. Because if it's flowering now, it's not going to be quite the same as last year. You're going to fight that flower stalk.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Lauren from Reedsburg. Hi, Lauren.
Hi.
Hi, which question?
Thanks for taking my call. I have a lime tree that I keep in a pot and bring inside the house in the winter. And I've had it outside. It didn't get frozen, but some of the leaves are looking really dull and others are shiny. I'm wondering if it has a fungus or something.
I've got to say hi to Oliver before I answer this question. A lime tree, good for you. If they're dull, I think that the dull ones might be the older leaves, and the shiny new, now that it's outside in the sun, might just, so I'm not necessarily concerned. If it's white, then it might be a fungus, and I'd pick them off.
Okay. All right, sounds good. Let's go to Dee Dee in Columbus. Hi, Dee Dee.
Hi. I have a rhubarb plant. I live in an apartment, so I have it in a 50-gallon container. So I put wheels on the bottom of it, so I move it in and out of the garage. The frost killed the plant tops, but the roots, it keeps regrowing. Is it safe to eat the rhubarb? Because I know sometimes they can get poisonous if it starts dying off.
Well, and I've also heard that if the leaves are frosted, you want to dispose of those and not eat them, because apparently there must be some sort of chemical reaction that goes on.
Yeah, I'm
Boy,
actually
you must
worried
love
about
rhubarb.
Oh, I love it. I'm actually worried about the edible plant, the stalks, because those die off and they get really rubbery.
Yeah,
if I should just throw those out then?
I would throw those out, yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Sure.
All right, thank you all for calling in. A little more rain coming. I hope we don't get too much flooding out there.
Yes.
All right, Linda, thank you. Let's go to Chris. He has final check of the forecast.
Sorry about that, Mark. I thought you were talking to me, but yes. I'm watching that very closely as we begin to move into tonight, simply because I'm expecting another plume of moisture to come off of Lake Michigan, and that could lead to perhaps even more water issues, especially if you are over the eastern part of the area. Typically, we see our shower activity working its way on in from the west, but tonight we're going to see that activity working its way in from the east instead. So this is future track right now, and this is as of 11 o'clock tonight. We're still expecting us to see these showers coming in, and that could bring perhaps an additional inch of rain in some spots. So this is the reason we're going to watch the waterways very closely. And as always, I like to say it, if you are driving and you see high water, turn around, don't drown.
Good advice. All right, Chris, thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a safe afternoon.